Oh Lord, you heard about show. Now this video you got, it says Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force Takanami destroyer left for the Middle East mission to guard sea lanes where Japan sources nearly 90% of its crude oil. Now, hey, this ties into prophecy because look, let me go into this other scripture. All this stuff happened, man. Hey, the month just started already in January. We in the February. You got more shit unfolding. No, it's in the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2. Better yet, I'm going to start at verse 1. But this is what you see happening, man, when you hear people speaking in the Abar, speaking in the Hebrew tongue, the Lashon Kodash. That's just what you got going on, man. You got to think about it. Back in school, when they gave us some different classes like Spanish and French and German or whatever other shit, they ain't, you notice they ain't give us Hebrew classes. But hey, we ain't need them classes. It was already in us anyway. That's why you see Akians speaking in the Abar. Now, in the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1, it says, "For behold, in those days and at that time will I bring back the captives of Judah and Jerusalem." And that's what you see going on right now. Judah consisting of the actual tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, I should say, and the Levites. Then you got Jerusalem, Israel also, which would be Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar, Simeon. Who else I'm leaving out? I might be forgetting one of them right now at the moment, but it'll come to me. But all the other different tribes or whatever. That's what you see happening right now. I mean, you got people waking up all over the planet, and simultaneously, this is going on. It's in the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2. It says, "I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land." And recently, you had this stuff going on with Donald Trump and that not a Jew. They was over there parting the land. So you can't make this up, man. This stuff is straight out of the scriptures. And this is what you see going on right here. You got the nations getting gathered over there. Iran, Russia, China, Libya, Syria. Now you got Japan sliding over there in the mix. Right here in this video. I'm going to just let this play and I'm going to bring out a few more scriptures and end this off. And the Japanese people, they come from the tribe of Ammon for any of the other Akim. And no, some of y'all are already aware, but the ones that don't know, they from the tribe of Ammon. And I'm going to read about the tribe of Ammon in the scriptures. And this might be their last deployment, man. But anyway, in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "Then the word of the Lord Yahweh came to me, saying," in verse 2 it says, "Son of man, set thy face against the Ammonites and prophesy against them." In verse 3, it says, "And say unto the Ammonites, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thou saidst aha against my sanctuary when it was profaned, and against the land of Israel when it was desolate, and against the house of Judah when they went into captivity." Because these Ammonites, they own these little nail salons and these little corner stores and whatever else they own. And when you go in there and the crazy thing about a nigga woman, they like to go in there and go spend all their money in that shit. And they go in there and be buying all that shit. And they be talking shit, speaking in their little language. They be saying all that little shit. And you don't know the hell they be saying. They be talking about y'all ass. But Hey, they gonna pay for all this though. It says, let me read that one more time and go back. It said, where it said, okay, in verse 3 it says, and say unto the Ammonites, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, because thou saidst, Aha, against my sanctuary when it was profane, and against the land of Israel when it was desolate, and against the house of Judah when they went into captivity. Because these Ammonites, they know who we are when we come into them stores. They ain't gonna tell you though, unless you really ask them and hold a conversation like, hey, do you know about Israel, and you know about the ancient emperors and who they was paying tribute to and different stuff like that during the time of Solomon and all that. Hey, they know about that, man. That's where they get all them fancy little garments and that silk and all that shit from. They used to see King Solomon. They started doing it. Anyway, it says in verse 4, behold, therefore I will deliver thee to the men of the east for a possession, and they shall set their palaces in thee, and make their dwellings in thee, and they shall eat thy fruit, and they shall drink thy milk. And I'm going to read on some more. It says, in verse 5, it says, and I will make Rabbah a stable for camels, and the Ammonites a couching place for flocks, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. And that's what's going to happen, man. These fucking heathens, man, they going to be upon us. And then you niggas that don't want that, man, hey, you going to end up on it. You gonna get in your right mind frame, your ruling class mentality, because that's how you're supposed to be in anyway. All this, can we all just get along? That little bullshit, that's fake, nigga. That shit ain't real. And people know it ain't real either, but they just want to agree to disagree, which is another fake topic. But anyway, it says, let me see what verse I'm going to go to. In verse 6, it says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast clapped thine hands and snapped with the feet and rejoiced in the heart with all thy despite against the land of Israel. Because best believe these Japanese people, they be clapping and making jokes, stomping their feet and shit. You go to the little nail salon and shit, get your little mani-pedis, and then they're talking shit and saying, konnichiwa, and all that other shit. When you come in there trying to be all nice and be sweet to you, and behind your back they scoffing and talking shit. And hey, in verse 7 it says, behold, therefore I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and will deliver thee for a spoil to the heathen. And I will cut thee off from the people, and I will cause thee to perish out of the countries. I will destroy thee, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. And that's what's about to happen, man. These Ammonites, hey, some of these rulers and shit, they still gonna live, because, you know, in the kingdom, it is gonna be some Ammonites. You're gonna have all these people from these different tribes in the kingdom. The main ones that's gonna be serving those Esau, these Edomites. As much as they don't want to believe it, it's gonna happen. Now let me go back to this one scripture, because now people been doing this, man. This ain't nothing new. Hold on 1 minute. Oh, they're going to number 814 again. And if anybody know me, they know that number 814 is stand out to me a lot. But anyway, it's in the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 8, verse 14, talk about King David. It says, and he put garrisons in Edom. Throughout all Edom he put garrisons, and all they of Edom became David's servants. And the Lord preserved David wheresoever he went. So you have to read this and really think about what was going on at this time. The Most High was with this. That's why it says, and the Lord preserved David wheresoever he went. And garrisons, hey, they was serving. They wasn't in there doing the fuck they wanted to do. They was serving. Told them to go build something, they was building. Told them to go hunt and bring back some animals or go dig something, they was hunting and digging. And it's gonna happen again. Because under Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is gonna be King David and the rest of the elect gonna be ruling over the earth and judging the earth. That's what's gonna happen, man. You see, and a lot of people they can't see that right now because a lot of people they've been so beat down and fucked up in the mind though, so they can't see our people ruling over the earth. But hey, I can see it, man. I know there's other Akim, they can see it, man. People want righteous rulers anyway. They tired of this dumb shit. They go on, you get your you get your check and they taking taxes out and shit. Then they building space stations and all type of other bullshit underground with people tax money. Then you got people going in the uproar when income tax time come around. And it's so stupid. You only get a percentage of your own money. That's how stupid it is. But, hey, all this stuff is going to change, man. And I just want to bring this out, though. I ain't going to go on too much long about this. I just want to bring this up. But yeah, I'm going to read one more scripture. I'm going to end this off. It's in the book of 2 Samuel chapter 8, verse 15. It says, And David reigned over all Israel, and David executed judgment and justice unto all his people. And that's going to happen again, man. This happened then. It's going to happen again. Like the scriptures say, there's no new thing under the sun. So, Lord's witness is edifying. Call all y'all about Shah. Hey, stay watching the news, man, because while all this other stuff going on, whether the shit they come up with the celebrities or sports or whatever, you got real shit happening. That's more important. It's more detrimental to our way of living than some stuff that's entertainment. Shalom.